Hey everybody, this is Lorelia, and today I want to talk to you about a lie that was told to me, and it may have been told to you. Have you ever heard when you were growing up? And I'm just going to share a story with you. When I was younger, and I used to, and as I got older, and I used to wonder, where did money come from? How do people actually be able to provide for themselves? And my only perspective of how people made money to be able to afford, housing or rent or just the bare necessities, food on the table, clothes on your back, was from work. And so I literally thought growing up that the only way to earn income was to work. So when I got older, that was my main motive in life. Oh boy, I can't wait to get a job, because I equated work to be. I equated being able to generate an income, meaning money coming to you from a job. Didn't know of any other form of income. Didn't know about residual income, didn't know about passive income, didn't know about leverage income. And those that I was around, my family, they did the best with what they knew how, but I just didn't know how to create money. And so as I got older, my main focus in life was to always, have a job. And so when I got old enough as a teenager, and then into going into adulthood, I believe the story that was told to me. Go to college, graduate with a 4-year degree, and get a job. And so and I did one even better. I made sure that I got into a field of study where I knew that there was a guaranteed check, because I was told that if you wanted to make sure that you always had a job, you wanted to definitely get into a career that could be able to pay you for the long haul. And so I became an accountant. And so I believed it. But what began to happen was that first job that I got when I got out of school, out of college, it was with a very well-known, accounting firm. At that time, it was a Big Six firm, which originally, I think now they may be down to Big Three or Big Four. And I worked for that firm for about a year. And then I was let go. And so I couldn't understand, wait, what did I do wrong? Because I did what everybody said, go to school, get a job, and then make sure you go into a career where you would be able to always have an income, money coming in for you. And so what happened was that when that job was taken away from me, the money was taken away from me also. I no longer knew how I was going to generate an income unless I went out and got a job. And so what happened was that, I ended up getting another job. But what I found was that all through my 20s, I began to get on this, I want to say a rat wheel with how am I going to generate an income, and the only thing that I knew was a job. It wasn't until I got introduced to Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad. And there are still some people today who still have not read the book, still do not know the impact that book can have on your life financially. Well, let me just say, years later, I started to realize that money does not come from work. It really doesn't. Why? Is because there's only so many hours in a day. And what happens is that if your only source of income comes from you working a job, that is considered linear income, which is really the lowest level of income to have. Now, is it an income source that you can start off with? Of course, most, the average person, I'm not talking about the top 1% or 10%. That's all they know. All they know is that if I work X amount of hours a day, I get a certain amount of dollars in my check at the end of the week. But like I said, as I began to educate myself, I was introduced to that book, which introduced a lot of concepts to me. And so I started to learn that there are other ways to earn an income. So in this series that I'm going to be doing, this is one video of many I'm going to be sharing with you some of the strategies that I've learned to be able to no longer have to have a job in order to earn an income. So let me be very clear who this video is for. If you're someone who is working a job, or maybe you're somebody who even has a business, but your income or your main source of income, the money that comes into your bank account, comes from you having to physically be involved in that process in order for you to generate a check, that is the person I'm talking to. If you're open, and you have to be open, if you are open to learning alternative ways on how you can no longer exchange hours for dollars. Now, I know this is a very long-winded video. I'm already at the 5-minute mark. What I want you to do is, there's a link under this video. And in this link, I'm going to share with you some methods and techniques that will help you to leverage your income. And so what I'm going to share with you is various techniques and strategies. It's up to you to decide on which one would work best for you. Because at the end of the day, only you know what it is that you like. But one thing that I know that I like is that I no longer wanted to be able to exchange my time for money. And so what I did was, I've learned some strategies on how I can exponentially grow my income. And I'm no longer exchanging hours for dollars. And like I said, this is not something that is commonly talked about. Most people, if you're watching this video, it's not a common conversation in many circles. But there are some people who are going to watch this video and they're going to say to themselves, you know what? I was also told that lie. I was told that lie that if I go to school and I get a job and, and I work X amount of years, there's a certain lifestyle that I'm going to have. And you may have obtained that lifestyle, but what you may have noticed is that you're on an ongoing rat wheel. And you know that the only way for you to be able to sustain that lifestyle is that you have to exchange hours for dollars. So like I said, if you're open to learning different ways on how you can accelerate your income, how you can begin to accelerate your wealth, because it has to be someone who is interested in building wealth. If you're not interested in building wealth, this video, this series that I'm going to do is not for you. It's only for the person who is interested in building wealth. That is who I'm talking to. So I'm going to share with you why that income that you're earning from that job or from that business that you have to exchange hours for dollars will never allow you to create to accelerate your income. And so, am I at my financial freedom point? No, I'm not, but I am working towards it. And what I'm going to do is share with you some of the things that I am doing to work towards it as well. Because most people don't even know what is their financial freedom number. And I'm going to share that with you as well. So once again, this is Aurelia. I wanted to share that quick video with you. Like I said, there'll be some information on this video. I want you to click that link, and there I'll be able to explain more to you. And also, I look forward to sharing more information in the next video. Thank you. Talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.